Okay, Baba's Avyakt Murli, November 15th, 2009. Check your result of self-sovereignty and change yourself and claim a right to the constant, unbroken kingdom. The word they're using for that is Akhand. Akhand yoga, unbroken yoga. Check your result of self-sovereignty and change yourself and claim a right to the constant and unbroken kingdom. Today, the Father, the Comforter of Hearts, has come to meet his Raj Dulari, loving and royal children. Why are you such loved ones? Do you know why you're so loved by Baba? Do you know that each one of you is a master of three thrones? Which three thrones? There's only three thrones.
Master, the immortal forehead. Baba's heart throne.
Kind of, but it's not that. What is the throne of the forehead represent?
Self-respect.
Self-sovereignty.
Self-sovereignty. That's the first one.
Baba's heart throne.
Baba's heart throne.
And the physical throne, the kingdom.
Future.
Throne. You're also practicing here for your future throne. You're making preparations and effort for the future now. Your effort at the present time will enable you to claim your fortune of the kingdom for many births. You're imbibing your sanskars for the fortune of the kingdom at this time because your effort of the present time enables you to claim a right to the future kingdom. So check whether your effort at the present time is accurate. In the future, there will be one kingdom, so check now whether you have one kingdom in your mind. So there will be one kingdom. Do you have one kingdom in your mind? Are you Majajiba? Do you have the one kingdom in your effort, or does Maya create obstacles in that kingdom? Instead of having one kingdom, there isn't the influence of Maya, is there? There's Baba's kingdom and then Maya's kingdom. Which one are you remembering? So the practice of the present time continues in the future. So check whether you have self-sovereignty at the present time, because that's the basis of all the other sovereignties. If you actually finally get to self-respect, how will you not be able to sit on Baba's heart throne all the time? Right? Maya doesn't interfere in your self-sovereignty, does she? There aren't two kingdoms in your mind consciousness, are there? If there are two kingdoms, then when will you fill yourself with the sanskars of one kingdom? And you're still trying to live in two worlds. One foot in one boat, one foot in Maya's boat. The specialty of the future is of one kingdom and one religion. What religion is that? What is your special dharna? So what's your dharma and what's your special dharna? Your special dharna is called?
Purity.
Complete purity.
Complete purity.
Complete purity. So check whether there is one religion. The other religion of impurity does not interfere in between. Oh, you're back in Maya's kingdom too. Does it? Does it interfere? As well as this, also check that the law and order is of just one. Or does Maya interfere in between? Sometimes Baba's orders, sometimes Maya's orders. Right? Baba's giving you orders, and Maya's sitting there with her notebook like a waitress saying, do you have anything to order? Give me your order. Or does Maya interfere in between? Is the kingdom of one continuing without any obstacles? Another thing, in that kingdom, you have happiness and peace constantly and naturally. So check whether you have constant happiness and peace in your kingdom of one. There isn't any interference, is there? Maya is not interfering in your self-sovereignty and spreading peacelessness, is she? Do you constantly have happiness, peace, bliss, love, and supersensuous joy? You know that you have all attainments and perfection in your future kingdom, and that because of this, there is also contentment there. So even now, are you complete with self-sovereignty, or is there something still lacking? So you can't just keep going on saying, yeah, I'm working on it, I'm not full. You need to actually start experiencing being full at least sometimes, right? If there's something lacking in the effort you make at the present time, then how would you claim a right to the future constant and unbroken kingdom? Everything depends on your effort of the present time. If there's anything lacking at the present time, you cannot become one who has a right to the perfect kingdom of the future. If there's something lacking in the effort you make at the present time, how would you claim a right to the future constant unbroken kingdom? Everything depends on your effort at the present time. Practice of self-sovereignty over a long period of time will enable you to claim a right to the future kingdom. So let this checking take place constantly, because if you don't make effort over a long period of time, now, and now is when you got to make the effort, then you will receive very little reward. You'll receive reward for a short period of time, basically, right? You'll receive very little reward. So this is why from time to time, Bhakta is drawing your attention for you to make yourself full and perfect for this from now. If every now and then you say that your efforts are continuing, I'm still making effort, I'm still an effort maker, all that. So therefore you keep using the word to. In any case, this will happen. In any case, I will do this, to.
Mhm.
But it's like a but.
Mhm.
This sanskar will not enable you to claim a right to the constant and unbroken kingdom for 21 births, because you're not saying abhi now, right? You keep deferring. I'm getting there, I'm working on it, to in the future. In any case, I'll get there. All these excuses, right? Procrastination, basically. But that is drawing your attention for all time. Check that if any obstacle comes, if any storm comes, then that storm, tufan, becomes a
Tofa.
gift, tofa. The storm should not remain a storm, but it should become
Tofa.
a gift. So tufan is Toofan,
Mhm.
and tofa is Tohfa. When Maya wages war, she's giving you an experience. I'm afraid of Maya. Why? You have to get some experience. How are you going to practice conquering Maya if you don't experience Maya? So see that experience as a ladder of experience and as enabling you to move forward. For this, Bhakti says, constantly check your own chart. To the extent that you check your own chart accordingly, you will then change yourself after checking. So does each one of you check your own chart? Do you? Those of you who check your chart every day, raise your hands. Those who check it every day, not those who check it only sometimes. Check your chart every day and give it to Baba, not just check, and change it, because Bhakti has been signaling you about the time, how late it is, for a long time. You can see the time. Worry is increasing in the minds of people, whereas you do not have any worry in your minds, right? No worries, right? Double light, no worries. Ultimately, worry means fear. Worry, chinta, is increasing in the minds of people, whereas you do not have any worry in your minds, but you have thoughts of Prabhu Chintan instead of worry. Because your mind have thoughts of God, your minds have thoughts of God, you know that you are instruments and are therefore humble. For the Father is Karavanhar, the one who inspires you. You're not doing it. Till you kill that sanskar, you're going to have worry. You only have to worry when you think you got to do it. You only have to have worry when you're attached to something, right? You're attached, so you worry. If you're detached, why would you worry? So ultimately, the root attachment is I am doing, I am thinking, I want, I am wanting, I am. Right? So he's telling you what's the cure for that?
Yes, Karan Karavan.
Baba Karan Karavanhar, Baba Karavanhar. You got to tell yourself that when your ego starts messing with your mind. Why am I worrying? Everything's going to be fine. Why do you have to worry? Because you have uncertainty. Why are you in uncertainty? What does Baba tell you every day? He tells you what's going to happen. He even tells you, I can't tell you everything that's going to happen, but everything's going to be okay. How come that's not enough for you? Oh, but I have to go through it. Yeah, because you have to see why your mind, consciousness, keeps making things not okay. There shouldn't be ever a thought that things aren't going to be okay. Why are you worrying? For what? Right? So Baba is Karavanhar, the one who inspires you. Because of this, your mind does not worry. Karavanhar is making you do it. This awareness constantly enables you to move forward. So you can only say that if your life is dedicated to service, then anything you do is for service. Even if you surrender your family to Baba, then looking after your family is seva. So then why are you stressing? Why are you worrying over it? Because the part that makes you worry is the exact part in your consciousness that says they're my family, they're my children, they're my responsibility. And then you got to worry, right? Completely contradictory to the purpose of remembrance. Now, each one of you has to check, especially whether each and every second, moment, and thought of the confluence age is pure and auspicious. Shub. Know the importance of this time. 1 second is not a second, but 1 second has a lot of value and importance. The other day he said was equal to
1 year.
1 year. Sometimes the children say they had a thought, but in fact, they took 2 to 4 seconds. However, the time of the confluence age has great value. 1 second now is equal to
1 hour.
1 hour. This present time has so much value because Bob Dada has said that your final paper can take place suddenly at any moment. Bob Dada will not tell you when the exam paper is. And this is why you have to pay full and perfect attention at this present time. Bob Dada has given you all the treasures, and each of those treasures has to be used on time, not late, on time, in time and on time. You are the masters of the treasures. The specialty of a master is that whatever treasure is required at a particular time, that treasure is used at that time. So can you understand? You have to develop deeply this habit of using your remembrance to stay unshakable by the problem and to come up with the solution. If you can't stabilize in yoga consistently at that soul conscious stage, how will you remember Baba in difficult times? So that's why you got to do it now. Every obstacle possible, you should say, come, bring it on, because you need that kind of practice if you want to get to that stage, right? Where you are able to remember Baba in the most crazy, ridiculous, extreme circumstances.
And the final paper isn't just instruction. Each one's final paper is.
It'll be based on the thing that you're afraid of most. Could be the end of destruction, because for the majority of people, end of destruction is going to make you face all your fears that are still left. And if they all come at once, that could be really scary for some people. Other people, they'll have faced their fears well before. So when destruction starts coming, they're just going, Om Shanti, spreading light and might, because they got no more fear left. That's why you got to do everything now. Don't procrastinate finishing this fear thing. You're going to pay it with interest if you keep waiting. The specialty of a master is that whatever treasure is required at a particular time, that treasure is used at that time. When you order the power to accommodate, it is this power to accommodate that is used at that time. Because a master is one who is able to use his treasures at the right time. So obviously you have to use them in order. So first is
Withdraw.
And why?
Because you become detached observer.
You become detached. The next one is why? And so we know they're related now, right? You guys may not have known that, but now you know. So withdraw so you can pack up. What are you packing up?
Waste thoughts.
All the waste thoughts, unnecessary thoughts. Now, because your mind is clear, you can tolerate. Until you tolerate, how do you merge something? It's the tolerance that allows you to figure out what the test is and what you got to merge and what you got to emerge.
Mhm.
Then you can finally discern accurately. Then you can make an accurate judgment decision. Right? So this is what he's telling you. You got to use the right time, treasure at the right time. So now all of you have to pay so much attention to yourselves. The treasure of happiness should be constantly visible on everyone's face and in their activity. Happiness is a gift from the Eternal Father. So keep the gift that was given to you from the Eternal Father
Eternally
with you. It is said of happiness that there is no nourishment like happiness. There's no treasure like happiness. Happiness is automatically visible in the eyes, on the faces, and the activity of those who have constant happiness. But that his blessing is constantly remain happy and constantly distribute happiness. Why? So you got to give happiness. You have to be happy and then you have to give it. Why? Because happiness will
Increase.
when you,
Give it.
the more you give happiness, the happier you become. When you distribute any other treasure, money, time, material things of any kind, it will decrease. But the more you distribute the treasure of happiness, the more that treasure of happiness will increase. So check whether you constantly have the treasure of happiness. So if you hear something right and you just turn a little bit, you can't afford to be sad, because at that moment, when you use up your time being sad or frustrated or unhappy,
You're increasing sadness.
and you're not giving happiness, you wasted that time. You had a moment you could have given happiness. Oh, what'd you do? You wasted it, feeling bad, feeling sorry for yourself, complaining, whining, worrying, right? So check whether you constantly have the treasure of happiness. Now, whether it's the children from this land or the children from abroad, Bapdada is giving special congratulations to all of you children for one thing. What is that? Whether it was in this land or in the lands abroad, all of you have given souls the Father's message with all your zeal and enthusiasm. Whatever programs each of you did with your happiness, you may have had just one program. You had one program in each place, but you attained 1,000-fold fruit for that. But that it has the thought that according to the present time, the circumstances are going to become more and more delicate. And this is why, whether it's in the villages or any corner, there shouldn't be any such complaints from anywhere. So don't waste your time. Just keep serving. That's my experience, I'm telling you. Yes, it's not like I didn't have worries or concerns until I got more detached. I did. But I had clear understanding that if I just keep doing baba, 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 baba for service, for baba, baba, me last, Baba has said he will take responsibility for all those things I'm worrying about. And that's exactly what happened. But, you have to go through your learning test situations, right? So like when I didn't say Baba, Baba, Baba when it came, remember I told you to making sure the rent got paid every month when I first came to Brampton. So at that point, I had to go through that test before I could just say, yeah, everything's going to be okay. Baba's going to, it's your faith, right? You have to build it. So then don't whine and complain about the test. Just remember, oh, I need the test because I get to make my faith stronger. It's asking me to be stronger. So then you make your faith stronger. And now you accepted and understood the nature of the test. So you have to be tested on everything. Or how can you become a complete deity? So there shouldn't be any complaints from anywhere about anything from Brahmins. Nobody's got it better than you, even though you don't feel that a lot of time. Nobody's got it better than you. You think what the world has to deal with, and they don't have Baba, they don't have knowledge, they don't have purity. So at least you know what you should be trying and making effort for. They don't even have that. They're watching this world destroy, and they're getting so scared, they're now destroying. Our Father came, but you didn't give us the message. That will be the complaint. This is why Bapdada is pleased with the task that all of you have carried out with zeal and enthusiasm. Continue to get together and have similar programs amongst yourselves. Bapdada saw that all of you used your zeal and enthusiasm and courage in your own way, that all of you have now done, and that all of you have now done very well. In the future, too, according to the time, have the aim that no corner should be left without receiving the message. In doing this, you are able to make good effort for your own selves, and other souls will also be benefited. All of you like these programs, did you not? Did you like them? So Bapdada is repeatedly telling all of you children, be merciful towards souls. Stay happy, have mercy for souls, and make them happy. Be merciful towards souls. Nowadays, because of sorrow and peacelessness, all of them are saying to their hearts, have mercy, have compassion. So you children are the Father's companions. So now, through you children, the Father wants to see each child playing a part of being merciful. You have the enthusiasm to change the world of sorrow, and for that world of happiness definitely to come. You have the enthusiasm to change the world of sorrow, and for that world of happiness definitely to come. So the conditions are changing for the world of happiness to come, and for this sorrow and peacelessness to be destroyed. So remember today's message from the Father. Now continue to increase the speed of serving through your minds, your words, faces, and your activities. Continue to bring your kingdom closer. Acha. Those who come for the first time to meet Bapdada, raise your hands. There are many. You may stand up. Congratulations. You have at least arrived here before the end. This is 2011 or 9?
It was 9.
9. Well, you come here at least before the end. before the real end. Guys, it's 2026. So underline that 50 times more. At least you came, but it's really late. So get moving. You've taken a new birth. To all the children who come from all directions, congratulations to you from Bapdada and from all the children everywhere. You have everybody's blessings and congratulations, even though you come late. Congratulations. You are happy on seeing the Brahmin family, are you not? To those who have come now, Bapdada says a lot of time has gone by. Very little time remains, and you therefore have to make intense effort. Those who are intense effort makers will move forward. No one can stop you. You mustn't walk now. You have to
Bye.
fly, right? No more walking, flying. No more stumbling. And fly straight. Don't fly into a building like some of the birds. If you make effort to have the flying stage, then even though you have come late, you'll be able to claim a full right to the Father's inheritance. Remain happy at every second and give everyone this message. Acha. So today, Bapdada told you to be those who have a right to self-sovereignty, a master of yourself, and check the result of your self-sovereignty. Check that, and then whatever weaknesses there have been over a long period of time,
Change them.
change that. Because there is a need for your kingdom to continue in a constant, unbroken manner over a long period of time. So you need the sanskara of being this unbroken for a long period of time. You don't have this luxury of going up and hitting your head on the ceiling and falling down. So remain happy at every second. At every second, remain happy. Are you happy right now? Okay, good. You're following Srimad. And give everyone this message. Acha. So today, Bapdada told you to be those who have a right to self-sovereignty, a master of yourself, and check the result of your self-sovereignty. Check that, and then whatever weakness there has been over a long time, change that. Because there's no need for your kingdom. There's a need for your kingdom to continue in a constant, unbroken manner over a long period of time. Those who make effort over a long period of time automatically claim a right to their reward of the kingdom for a long period of time. Therefore, underline efforts over a long period of time. Not just I have to make effort. I have to be successful at making that effort over a long period of time. You can't even just get success because I've been trying over a long period of time. That won't get you in the kingdom. Because trying is you don't get it. You won't achieve it. Right? So you got to go to Silver Age. Therefore, underline effort over a long period of time. There is the checking, but there also has to be
The changing.
the changing. Excuse me. To all you children everywhere who are seated on Bapdada's heart throne, Bapdada especially distributes power to all of you children every day
At Amrit Vela.
at Amrit Vela. So why would you miss Amrit Vela? You got to get power. But I don't feel that power. Yeah, because you have waste thoughts all day and you don't follow Srimad. He told you that yesterday. At Amrit Vela, Baba especially distributes the special blessing of power. Those who take this power at Amrit Vela as a blessing, feel yourself being blessed by Baba. Light and light being bestowed on you. Become special intense effort makers. To give importance to Amrit Vela means to be seated constantly on Bapdada's heart throne. Some children pay attention to this, and Bapdada especially gives those children a certificate every day, what's the certificate?
Wow, bachawa.
Wow, bachawa. To all of you intense effort making children everywhere, Bapdada is giving special blessing to you children who make Bapdada your companion at every moment and who practice remaining combined, may you constantly continue to fly and cooperate with others to make them fly. Doesn't say with, but cooperate with others should be to make them fly. No, that doesn't sound like a blessing. Oh, wow, what children, wow. What child, wow. It is a blessing. What's the blessing?
Constantly happy, enthusiastic.
No.
That.
Baba's telling you why, my child, why? What's the
Praising
blessing?
The how Baba sees us in
Yes, but what's he saying?
You're wonderful.
You're great.
Yeah, he's saying that, but why is he saying that? What's the blessing in that? You pleased Baba. How can you please Baba and then not get blessed? Understand? So it's a general blessing that you've pleased Baba. You made Baba happy. Yeah, but he's the bestower of fortune. If you make the bestower of fortune happy, what happens?
You get
It's more fortune.
You get fortune bestowed on you. Yeah, you just otherwise you don't hear the significance of what he told you. Oh, he's just a watch and why he says that every day. Yeah, but you don't hear what he's saying when he says that to you. All of you are victorious, and as a fruit of your victory, you continue to receive blessings from Baptad at every moment. So become immortal and continue to give everyone nectar to drink. So if you can feel the truth of that statement, then every time you feel your power waning, enthusiasm waning, what should you say?
Wow.
Well, maybe.
No, he'll say, who are you? I'm Baba's Wawa child. I'm Baba's Wawa child. You children everywhere are in front of Baptad. Baptad has love in his heart for every child because each child has one or another specialty. Now make yourself into a special soul with all specialties and continue to move forward. So you got all this time on your hands, right? Even though you think you're busy. I mean, really, you're not compared to some people on this planet. You guys are like on vacation, right? So what could you do with all that time? Emerge and use, practice different specialties and eventually start accumulating them, right? May each child accept personal multi-million-fold love and remembrance from Baptad Acha. Now we shall continue to meet. Namaste. Okay, now we shall continue. So now he's going to have the meetings to the daddies. All of you toured around a lot. Nowadays, peacelessness is increasing, and so they remain distressed all day long. And the vibrations of peace give them peace, the people of the world give them peace, and so they become happy. For instance, when someone who is tired gets even an hour, half an hour's rest, just a half an hour, 30 minutes, he becomes so
Refreshed.
happy. Baba says, you did well. At all the places, he's talking to daddies, whether you are young ones or old ones, all of you did well. Where there is enthusiasm, expense is not a big deal. Because we didn't have money in those days. So doing a program, even for daddy, renting a hall, all this, we barely had money to pay for all that stuff. So many souls at least received the message. The complaint against you is finished, that you didn't give them the message. It is good. Continue to make such programs every now and then. Whatever each city is able to do according to the capacity is fine. To the senior sisters abroad, Baptad likes it when you call people here group-wise and refresh them because there they remain very distant in the foreigners. When they come closer, they are able to see one another's virtues. Being far from one another, they are not aware of these. So when they see one another, they have enthusiasm. So it feels good to have all these programs in Abu, and it is good that you give enthusiasm to one another and make the gathering strong. When everybody's strong, there's lots of enthusiasm. Is everything all right? Is everything moving along well? Who's going to say, no, Baba, it's horrible. We're exhausted. It's not going well at all. By cooperating with one another, you move forward. You give your time, you put aside your own service, and you give time with your hearts. You have now completed your task, you had success, and you may now go. All of you helped very well. You did the program for the lands abroad and also for India. He's talking about the end of October foreigner retreat finished, and it goes on for about 10 days or 12 days, something like that. Then now it's all done. You did all your service. Now you can all go. Wonderful. Good job. This time it's the turn of UP, Benares, and West Nepal. How about that is telling those from all the zones, now prepare such a group in which there are members from all the wings that have been created to do service. Each of your zones is serving people of every wing, every profession in your own area, and you will continue to do so. However, in every zone, there should be such a service group that there is one member from every wing, one member from every profession, so that together they can all work on different programs and have one person who can link and connect them to serving those professions. Whether you have programs, this group should send special invitations to people from their own wings. No wing should then complain that they didn't receive the message. Everyone in the variety group that is created should increase the service of their own wing, and together with that, each one should relate his or her own experience? What did I receive through this knowledge? So prepare such a service group in each zone, even if there isn't that much time for giving lectures at the end of the functions, make them sit in a line and let the stage secretary give their introductions. So whenever you guys are talking and sharing, you should be sharing the changes you've gone through and what you've learned. Otherwise, how does it become relevant or related to them? How do they relate? One or two of them can share their experiences, and if there is time, they can take a chance to share their experience on how they transform their lives while living with their families and carrying on with their businesses. They want to hear that stuff. But that I said earlier too, there should be special mics who continue to serve groups. It's good that UP has claimed a right to receiving special sustenance from Father Brahma. Yeah, Baba could make a play on word and say, it's good, all of those from UP are up, have gotten up, are moving upwards. There's a memorial in the name of Brahma in UP. It is the fortune of UP to have received sustenance from both Jagadamba and Brahma Baba. So this is the land that has been sustained. Father Brahma and Jagadamba gave UP the blessing of being a star of fortune. It is good. Day by day, the Father is seeing that now more than before, there's been good expansion of the service places. New Brahmins have been born and service developed of the wings, sub-centers and Gita Pachalas. This is why Bhakta is giving special congratulations. Continue to move forward and become number one in increasing numbers and in giving the message. It is good. Bhakta is pleased. Continue to move forward in this way. Congratulations to the teachers. You are progressing, so continue to progress as much as you can. Acha. Blessing. May you be a well-wisher for everyone. So what is a well-wisher? Turn that. And become victorious with the power of cooperation together. Every time you play your part of sharing class, giving class, whatever, you should relate some experience you realized and have gained since you became a Brahmin. Like not just some details of Madhavan, yes, but relate it to how it's helped you with all the effort you've made and how it's changed you. So then there's so much to share, right? If everyone in the gathering is each other's helpers and well-wisher, then by your being surrounded with the power of cooperation in the gathering, wonders can be achieved. Be well-wishers for one another and cooperate with one another, and Maya will not have the courage to enter this circle. However, so you need to be a well-wisher and you have to cooperate, and you have to have great courage. And then how can Maya enter? However, there will only be the power of cooperation in the gathering when you have the determined thought that no matter how many things you have to face, and you all have had to face things, right? No matter how many things you have to face, you will definitely face them and demonstrate it to everyone by becoming victorious. You know the hardest thing to face? Your own face. And demonstrate it to everyone by becoming victorious. Slogan, any desire, Icha, will not allow you to become Acha. Therefore, become ignorant of the knowledge of desires. So these two virtues are the hardest because you have to give the proof of it by you being sweet and egoless, humble. Everyone can explain it. Very few people are experiencing it. And that's why this class has provoked so much interest. This topic. By eating and serving others with sweet things, your mouth is sweetened for a few moments and you become happy. In the same way, when you yourselves become sweet, sweet words will constantly emerge from your mouth. Such sweet words will make you happy and also make others happy. So sweet words make you happy. It's really not deeper than that. The experience is so obvious. Constantly continue to sweeten everyone's mouth in this way and constantly have sweet drishti, sweet words, and sweet
Face. Yeah.
sweet drishti, sweet words, and
See actions.
yay, sweet actions. Om Shanti.